Hey everyone, just went live and I'm just setting up, just getting set up here. So bear with me. Just got started. I just got to announce this to my email list and to my school group, and then we will get started. And I'm going to be on for a while. Uh, how's everyone doing today? As you're coming in, I'm just getting set up. So just message, say something in the chat, and then we'll get started. I'm just getting set up here. That done. That on. All right. Okay, if you're in here, chat me up. I see a couple of folks in here already. So welcome. I'm getting started here. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to walk you through a school build. I've already got a new community that I started as a demo for a course that I have inside of Mindset School. We'll get into all that, and then I'm going to just show you exactly how you can get to your first dollars online using a free school community and their $9 per month plan. So that's what we're going to be covering today. And welcome everyone. We're getting started. I just need to send out an email to my list. So what I'm doing here as I go live is I'm going to, number one, take the actual, turn the volume off there. I'm going to take the actual live stream to the video, and I'm going to share it with my email list. And this is going to go out to about probably about 6,000 people. Michael, what's up? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Thanks for being here. Bear with me. I have to get the email out to the list. And I'm going to put it inside of Mindset School as well. And I have to go live to get the actual URL link. So then I just send it to my list and we'll see who hops on. You guys got big plans this weekend? Anyone doing anything exciting? I'm almost done here. This is the part that I don't really love about going live, is the setup part. But that's okay. I'll probably have to, I need to figure out a better way to do it. Okay, so that should work. That should get, then you always want to test your link. So when you send, yep, that worked. So whenever you do an email and you have links in it, you definitely want to make sure that you're testing everything, because I've sent the wrong links out before. All right, so that's going, that just went out to 6,000 people. Hopefully it gets delivered to a lot and they jump in. Now, last piece is I'm going to put this inside of Mindset School, which many of you are in Mindset School, so you're seeing this already, and just let everyone know that I'm live. All right, so let's go with the chat. Good morning. Nice win, by the way. Yeah, that was stressful. Cubs won last night by a lot, but I think it was six or seven. I forget what the final score was. I think it was 7-0, 6 or 7. And you're still stressed the entire time. So, and you like, it's the Mariners, right? You like Seattle, don't you? I could have sworn that that was you. And I get extra points for that if I guess correctly. All right, so guys, this is open Q&A, but then also I'm going to share some stuff too. And I'm just going to announce this to my community inside of Mindset School so that people can come if they want to. That's been posted. Here we go. All right, we're open. That works. Test, Michael. Good morning. Good morning. All right, what's everyone up to today? Michael, is it just me and you? Extra points awarded. Yes. And is that, I haven't looked, but is that tied up? I'm wondering if that's tied up. Okay, we're going to get started because I got everything set up here. And what I would like to cover while you guys are asking me questions, which is always welcomed because this is a live build and then Q&A as well, is how we're going to go through how I would go through building a brand new school community. I built 3. And I'm actually building a course right now inside of Mindset School. By the way, for everyone here, I need to get this out in the open. I just announced a 7-day free trial for Mindset School. So you literally have like 0 risk to join. You have a 7-day free trial for the group. I put it in here twice. And I'm going to pin that comment, pin that message. So that'll be up at the top. I don't know how long I'm going to keep it on for. I'm not sure yet. Game 5, who moves on? Got it. I'm not sure how long I'm going to keep it on for, but probably for a while. We're sitting at 240 members, and I really want to get to 300. So that's one of the reasons I'm going live, and that's one of the reasons I am going to be super active with telling people about my group. This is one of the ways that I tell people about what I have, is going live on YouTube. And by the way, I went live on YouTube the other day. Well, I didn't even know I didn't even know it was happening because I was recording a video. This same device that I use, the streaming device that I use it to record all my YouTube videos, but I also can go live. I just click a button. Well, when I went in to record a YouTube video last week, the live streaming button was still on. So I thought I was just recording a YouTube video. Meanwhile, I was live to a bunch of people. And then I saw a comment and I was like, oh my goodness, that whole thing was live. I got to turn it off. So, whoops. And it's okay. I thought I made a bigger deal out of it than it needed to be. All right, so I think probably the best way to get started is let's go into my school community, or my, not my particular, the one that I created. All right, and if you don't know what Skool is, just feel free to stop and ask me. Okay, I'm happy to answer all of those questions for you. So everyone should be able to see this. Yes. Okay. This is the community that I'm building from scratch for my course to show people exactly how to do this. And I'm just going to take it one step back here and go up to create a community. So if you go to skool.com, the URL here would just be simply skool.com. It should take you to this. Oh, that's taking it to that. Sorry. So you're going to go to discover communities, or you can look at discover, but if you go to create a community, which is sign up. So skool.com/sign up, you'll come here and you'll essentially have two options to create your community. And you have a $9 per month plan or a $99 per month plan. If you've never started before, the $9 per month plan is totally fine. It's very, very, you can do everything. You can do everything that you need to do in terms of creating courses, selling products, unlimited members, unlimited courses. They charge a little bit of a higher transaction fee, but that's okay. There's really no downside to it other than you can't run ads and you can't do some automations and like outside integrations, which again, this is totally fine. You can always upgrade to the $99 plan later per month once you have a more established community. But this is completely fine. You have a 14-day free trial, and it's super easy to get going with it. And what I would do is I would go to, let me go here back to the community that I started, which is this free, this is on the $9 plan. The reason that you know is you have this banner up here. Let me just see, I think a question came in. You're so mad that you missed that. What did you miss? Michael, what did you miss? I was talking a lot. Hey, Jim. Great to have you here. I didn't see what you missed, Michael. So this is the, going back here, when you'll have this banner when you are on the $9 plan, and then you'll also have suggested communities. So when people come to your page, they'll see this. And if you don't want that, then you would upgrade to the $9 plan. But this is completely fine. It really is. And that's what, and it'll show that on your about page as well. And the about page is essentially a, this is your landing page. Like everyone comes here. I got a new trial in already, so that's good. Every time you hear that cha-ching sign, that means somebody signed up. So somebody joined Mindset School because they just turned the free trial feature on. So everyone comes right here. So you want to make this look as good as possible. And I always like to use my community, Mindset School, as a way to kind of show that. So let me just make sure I have the right. Okay, I do. Oh, you're live the other day. You mean the one where I was not there? Or where, I don't know, nobody has said anything. And I still had the video. I still have the video that I recorded during the live, and I haven't looked at it yet because I don't know. I don't know if, what I said or if anything, like how bad it went, but nobody said anything to me. And I made a post in Schoolers about it that's been pretty well received. So this is the about page / landing page, sales page, meaning that you don't need a traditional or a conventional funnel or a landing page or a sales page. Like this is it. And you've got different, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different either slides or videos that you can put here to tell people about your group. And then you have a statement here that you can put, and then you can have links in here as well. I have Start Your School group. There's a lot of different things that you can do. But in the beginning, you don't really need a lot with a free community, right? Like so if I go back to this one here, I don't have anything on here, but I'm building stuff. And I'm just going to show you, I just got off for a second here. I'm just going to put an image in here that I created the other day before I start this here. Let me just go in. All right. So let's do that. I created this in Canva, and I'm happy to show everyone how to do this. I actually have in my course, I did a Loom tutorial together. I put a Loom tutorial together to show everyone how to do this. Because believe it or not, people are going to be challenged with it. So One of the easiest things to do when you first launch your free community, this community is free, it's got nothing on it, is you want to have, so this is, I'm using my lead magnet. Like this is the thing I give away for free, and I'm using this as an example. So I could just go in here and upload, let's take a look here. I'm just going to upload a file that I created the other day, which was, Mindset School. Nope. I'm just click upload image here because I found it. It's right here. So Mindset School. So this is just a simple photo of me that says Skill to Business Formula. I would do a much better job with this, but this is just a screenshot of me on a phone, a video that I was creating, and then I put some text next to it. Now I would make this better, but this can literally be what your page looks like. And then if I do the same thing with a cover photo, right, you're going to have an icon, which is this blue thing right here. And then you can upload the cover photo, which essentially can be the same thing. So I go here, and then I like the position of it. I can zoom in on it if I want. And then now I've got some images here. And this is the thing that people see. So this image over here on the right, that's what they see. So when you go into discovery, so when people are looking for communities, because Skool gets about 1 million new users it's either every week or every 2 weeks. So they're really growing. So this is the image that everyone sees. So that one that I showed you, right? So you want to make that a good image. So if I go back here to the Skill to Business Formula, you can see that's what everybody's seeing right here. And then you would just simply put some text on here, which is, what is your group about? Well, who it's for is what I would want first. Who it's for, what it's going to do for them, and you can also put in why you created it as well. For Mindset School, that's exactly something that I do, which is I say what the group is about. Mindset School is where overthinking ends and your first wins begin. And overthinking is very repetitive, and that's simply because this is what the members have told me over and over again. So this page converts pretty well because it's speaking what the language of the person that's coming to the page, right? Like they're thinking about, hey, I want to do this thing, which is to start a business, but this keeps getting in the way. So I want to take this out of the way so that they can do this. And then I have a couple of testimonial slides in here. And then why should you trust me to help you? And then I tell them, you got to actually tell people what to do. Like, hey, you got to click the button and join now. You don't have to use this slide. I like it, but you don't have to use this. And then you have a video. If you want a video, you don't have to have a video. I'm going to stop sharing and then just go into one of our members who's doing a really, really good job. I want to make sure that I'm off here. Who's doing a really, really good job with his community, getting members. His name's Andy. I'm going to go to his Skool community. All right. It's not perfect, but it's done. And you guys know how I feel about done. So let's go back and I'll show you an actual example of one of our members who has done a really, really great job since he's joined the group. And by the way, and I'm going to repeat this probably 20 times during this live, Mindset School, where I teach all this stuff and you get a one-to-one call with me. I just opened up a 7-day free trial. The link is pinned in this live. You have zero risk. You have a 7-day free trial. And yes, I will do the one-to-one call with you that everyone gets during the 7-day period. This is Automation Templates Vault. This is one of our members in Mindset School, Andy. He's got one slide and he's got his bio here and then Automation Templates Vault. So these are a little bit different, but kind of the same. And then he's got some text here in terms of what he's doing, right? Like what are you actually getting? Turn repetitive tasks into autopilot workflow solutions and save 5+ hours a week. Like that's the that's what the result. Free your time for clients and growth, no tech skills required. I probably would help him clean this up a little bit more. Then he says, who is it for? What you get, why it works, founding member offer. The first 10 get lifetime free access. Cancel anytime. Don't wait. Get your time back. He's got 9 members. He's not running any ads. He doesn't have any funnel. He's basically he's making posts on X, and he's also posting. He got a few members from Mindset School because we allow that. You can come into our group and talk about your community. That's something I encourage, because a lot of us are starting school communities. And then he goes into the schoolers group and he makes posts, so he gets known there. And that's something I want to talk about quite a bit. Hey, what's up? What's up, Code Blue? Lighting it up on TikTok. Good to have you here, man. Going back. What are you up to now, followers? You got to 1,000 way, way, way faster than me. So this is what Andy is doing. And a lot of people are doing what I'm teaching. I actually just released a post in here inside of Mindset School about this very, very topic. And I will show you. I will show you the actual post. I'm going to show you guys inside the community. Here's the school visibility playbook. I hit number 1 on the 7-day leaderboard, which I didn't even know. So in the Schoolers platform, the entire Schoolers platform, there's 175,000 people on there. I'm number 1 on the 7-day leaderboard in terms of points, which is kind of nice. And that sparked a fire under me, and I'm going to be at the top of the 30-day leaderboard if it goes my way. So I just wrote this big long post about how to do everything that I'm about to show you, which is how to get visibility to your school group. And here are the steps that I gave. Number 1 is when you go to, and I'll turn this blur off here. When you go to the schoolers group, right? I just want to point out a few things. This is everyone who has signed up for the free trial or has a school community. 176,000 members. There's 2,200 people online right now. So you have an audience of people, and this is a great way to get visibility to your page. Let me stop here. So I had a couple of, hey Brian, hey Des. Yes, I didn't even know. The guy pointed it out to me, which is pretty wild. JP pointed it out to me. First thing you need to do is go to your profile and make sure this thing is optimized. So you want to have a good photo. I don't like logos. I don't like any of that. Like take a good picture of yourself and put it in here. Take a high quality photo. I took this with my iPhone sitting at my desk. All right. I'm actually wearing the same shirt, but it's a different day, I promise. I have the fire emoji next to my name, the flame, which is 30-day streak of 10 plus activities per day, which is the easiest thing to do. And the payoff is big because people notice this, right? And I'm going to show you why in a second. So here's what somebody can click on when they're in the Schoolers platform. So I have my I help statement, right? I have my bio. And then I joined May 6th of 2024. So I've been on for a bit. I have 1,800 contributions to the school platform, 778 followers, which comes from the people that are in my communities, and then also people who have followed me in the Schoolers group. And I'm only following 18 people because I don't want my notifications to be crazy. You want to have your links here. Very important. I see a lot of profiles that I go to, especially on the Schoolers platform. They have no links here. And I'm like, what are you doing? You're talking about YouTube. So put your social links in here, right? So that people can find you, because they are going to look. They're going to look. Then you have your actual communities in here, because what essentially happens is somebody sees a post, they come here and they click view. What's Mindset School about? And they land here, and now I can retarget them with Facebook ads, which is exactly what I do. Sometimes they'll join. All right, so that's step number 1, is to make sure that your profile is optimized. And they look here too, because this is your activity on Skool, and this is a gamified platform. Like, people are playing, this is a game. That's the way they set up the whole system. And they'll look and they'll say, okay, well, Brian's got, and this is the reason I'm number one on the 7-day leaderboard, is because on October the 1st, I really decided to step it up. And I'm just in here a lot more. There's one day I had 1,500 activities. And it's because I want visibility to the group. And I also want to rank up in discovery. I'm right now, I'm about 200 in Mindset School is about 284 ish, 282 in discovery in the money category, which is really hard to rank. And I want to get to the top 30, which gets me a star next to my name. Monica, should I put my YouTube link in the profile? Yes, yes. Please put your YouTube link in the profile. As you can see, I have mine in there. And the reason that, and also what happens is because I talk about YouTube, and they'll go in and they'll watch my YouTube videos, they'll become a subscriber, and then they watch the YouTube videos, and in the YouTube videos is either my lead magnet and my Mindset School community, and they'll join from there. So yes, send them to your socials. Have all your links in here. I only have Instagram and YouTube because that's where I spend the most of my time. And then I have my website link in here as well, which is optional. Optional. You don't have to have that, but this needs to be built out very nicely. Going back to the Schoolers platform, this is the format that you'll always see, whether you're on desktop or the phone. So that people are posting a lot in here. So you have these categories. You can only post in discussion. The moderators move it to updates, gems, or fun. You can only post in discussion. So if I come in here and try to post something, I can only go in this category. This is how you get visibility for you personally and your school group, and how you can get members with a free group very, very fast. And I get paid members from schoolers. They say, hey, I saw your schoolers post. I decided to join. So it works with paid too. Now, are you going to open up, have you not ever made $1 online before, and you're going to open up a group tomorrow and start posting in here and get paid members? Those are pretty high expectations. This takes time. I've been on the platform for a long time. But you can definitely build a free community, 100%, where you can sell paid stuff inside. So think about it from that perspective. And what you're doing here is you're interacting. So if you just launched your school community and your profile's built out, there's a few things that you should look at doing. Is just go into somebody's post. Okay, what does your day-to-day look like, and answer in here. I'm just going to go in here and go down to the bottom and say, and be funny, at MJ, I spend all day on school. Comment. All right. So what that ends up doing is gives MJ visibility to me, and it also just bumped her post up to the top of the feed. So you have the 3 pinned posts, and now we're right here. And this is a great thing to ask because it brings visibility to her. Like MJ's playing the game. All right. And she's got a free community. I teach people, like she's doing it. She's doing exactly what you should be doing. She's only got the website link in here. I would want her to be way more active. You want to see a lot more green here, but she's probably getting members just from posting in here. Okay, let me stop for a question. I just happened to see you are live. Tame, thank you. Sugar Monster. Oh, haha. I thought I'd check it out. Good. How did you find out that I was live? Did I announce it somewhere? So you can do that. Go interact and be helpful. Don't pitch. Don't promote yourself. Talk about, be helpful. Then start making posts. And I'm going to show you, like this guy right here, who's actually number 2 on the leaderboard, the 7-day leaderboard, 6 tips to get your first 100 members on Skool. You got to be careful with these types of posts because they don't want you being a thought leader or being like a boss. You know, the way they say it, we got enough bosses out there telling people what to do. Just share how you did it. I would change this to be like how I got my first 100 members, not giving the tips, even though this post has performed very well. Yeah, very, very well. So start with the engagement. And then you could start making your own post. And I'll show you one of the posts that I made that did really well. Who am I to charge? And these are all personal experiences that I try to spin into a helpful manner while bringing visibility to my page. And this was a real life thing where I was changing the price of Mindset School from $9 to $17, and I was questioning it. Like I literally doubled the price. And I wrote this entire post, and then I asked about imposter syndrome, which a lot of people have comments on or have gone through, which is also related to my school community, Mindset School, because that's one of the things that we talk about. So here's my question: does this still creep in for you? And when it does, how do you deal with it? 288 comments, like people are just lighting it up. Okay, which is great. This was 23 days ago. I still get hits on this. Last comment was 2 days ago. I sometimes will go in here and try to bump this up. I can just go in and be like, hey, Janine, are you charging yet? Like I could go into an old post and say, Janine, are you charging yet? I'm not going to do that because I don't want to bother Janine. She's in Mindset School, but I could absolutely do that. And I have done that. So I got a question here. It popped up on my YouTube page when I opened it. Okay. When I went, Jason, what's up? When I went into YouTube to watch your channel showed live. Yes. So I'll just stop here for live. So live sessions will either be, if you're notified, if you get notifications whenever I do a video, it'll pop up. But also people who are not following you, YouTube has been pushing out live sessions to others. So it's a good way. Lives are a good way to do a couple things. I'll just take a moment here to speak about this. It increases your watch hours. So if you're trying to get monetized on YouTube, which you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, this counts. This counts for watch hours. And then it is also uploaded to the channel as an actual video that people can watch later, which also counts towards watch hours. So my views are going up right now as I work through this, and I can actually show you this live. So let me go to this tab instead. So here is my YouTube studio, where you can see here that since I've gone live, the views have gone up, right? 72, and that's all counting towards watch hours, which everything's down for me on YouTube, but I just wanted to share that piece here. Okay, let's go back to the Schoolers platform. Am I sharing the right screen here? Did I lose everyone? Where I think I'm not sharing right now. Nope, I'm not. Did you guys see that? The YouTube analytics? I don't think you did. So I'm going to go back and show you. All right. So here's the analytics. 72. My watch time is way up. As you can see, I went on a little before noon. I've been on for, what have I been on for? I've been on for a bit. 33 minutes. Yeah. So this increased the watch time. Okay. So what was I doing? What was I talking about? Can't see your screen. You should be able to see it now. You should be able to see it now. Here it is right here. And my views have just been pretty awful. And that's okay. All right, let's go back to Schoolers. You guys should definitely be able to see this. So this is one post that I did that performed very well. And I would encourage you to look at lessons learned, especially if you're brand new. Just look at, hey, what have I learned? Right? I started my first school group. Here's what I learned. Or asking questions. How do you guys get leads? What's your best way to get traffic to your page? Just don't make it so obvious as to what you're doing, and just get inspiration from these different posts that are doing well. Des is in here, and Des does a great job of doing this, where he's posting stuff probably across multiple groups and getting visibility to his profile and getting members. I'm telling you, this stuff, this guy's works. Can see it now. Yep, I've turned. Thank you. I realized it wasn't on. Kind of like when I was live, when I didn't realize that I was live. So here's the other tip that I'll give you on the Schoolers platform, which is when you, what'll happen is, and again, I'm going to turn the notifications. I'm going to turn the blur effect on here. Is a lot of these, there's Des commenting, but if I just go to this group, which is the Schoolers platform, I've got all of these comments. Some of these are a day old or 4 hours ago. Like, I'll just wait. I don't want to comment to them all at the same time, because what I'm looking to do is just bump my posts up to the top of the feed. And by doing that, then it lasts longer. Again, this is the gamification of it. Say what you want about it. Like, this is what people are doing. And if you want visibility, that's what you got to do. You got to stay in front of people, because likely folks aren't going. It's kind of like Google. You don't go too far past page 1, right? Even though there's 76,000 pages or 76,000 posts, that's a lot. Is that what that is? Yeah, there's 76,000 posts on the Schoolers platform. So people are either going to search up here for something, like if I searched for imposter syndrome, right? Because that's one of the things that I'm interested in. I could do a search and I could go through all of these posts and I could comment. I could do all 253 posts and just make a comment. So the search function it works really well. I could do like AI automation, depending on what you're interested in. That's a bunch of those posts. 289. If I did, if I just put in YouTube, forget it. There would be a ton of them. 1,000 posts. So if you were just looking at YouTube and you wanted to help people with YouTube, you just go in here and just get in these feeds, even if they're old. Just go in and start talking. You go all the way to 100 and start looking at new comment, June of 2024. You may want to 15 minutes ago. So here's one from June of 2024 that got a comment 15 minutes ago. So that's something you should be doing, is searching your topic and engaging with that and seeing where you can help. I had a guy who commented on one of my recent posts, which was what was it? What was it? See if I can find it here. I'm gonna do the blur tool here. Schoolers group. By the way, this blur tool, if you want this blur tool, just go to Skool Blur. It's in the Google. It's a Chrome extension, and it blocks everything out here. So I'm trying to find this. I can't find it, but I haven't commented on it in a bit. Pushing through fear. What was it? What was the ad? Or not the ad, but what was the? You can see here, this is why we do this, is because it gets lost. All these ones that are blue are unread. I haven't read these yet. So I'm looking for the one that here, 200 members in 3 months. Like if you got your first 10 members, like I got my first 10 members, like that's a great post to have. Here's mine, the guru I didn't listen to. Let's take a look here. Nobody cares. All right. So I did this. This was about my YouTube gaffe. Like I just shared a real story where I thought I cared. And I told a story. So the fear of judgment is something that I led with. And then people always talk about, I don't care what others think. And then I talked about going live on YouTube and not knowing it. And then I posted this yesterday, and someone asked me a question about Facebook ads. So what I did was, and then they DM'd me. So they asked me a question about Facebook ads, and I said on another platform, and they actually it wasn't on this post. It was on a different post that I had commented on, and they asked me about Facebook ads, and I shot this person a Loom video, and I said, "Here you go. Here's the Loom video," and I just did 3 minutes walking through my ad account on Meta, and said, "Here's how I do it. Hope that's helpful." And then, of course, he asked me to join his group, but I'm not going to. But those are the types of things that you can do that will bring more credibility and visibility to you. Like, just help people where you see fit. You don't want to spend your entire day doing that, but I'm telling you, just being active on this group right here will bring you members without question. And once you're inside of your group, what I would do is, let's get to the good part. Okay, so we're inside the group, and when I opened up Mindset School, make sure I'm on the right spot here. When I opened up my community, which is my third one, I opened it up on April the 1st. There was really nothing in here. I had a welcome to the community post, which still exists today. On the welcome. If a new member comes in, they see the same post. Everyone sees the same post. From there, I directed them. We did a bunch of calls. So I went to the calendar and I created a call for 1 hour with everyone that was in the community. It took about maybe a week to get all the members in, the initial founding members. And I had a paid group. It was $5 a month when I launched it. And we got on calls, a group call, and then I did one-to-one calls with everyone. And I basically said in the messaging in the community, which was, it's going to be about this. We're going to help you with your mindset, your roadblocks, so that you can finally move forward, right? And either launch the business or finish what you started. It was just, and I knew the concept would be around all of the mental roadblocks, like all the fear, all of the doubt, all of the labels that we put on ourselves. And I knew that this would work, or I felt that this would work because it was the problem that I had solved for myself, right? I had the story to back it up, which was, hey, I'm the 26 side hustle guy. I gave up on all of them. And 27 worked not because I picked the right business. It was because I finally got out of my own way. Like, I addressed the stuff that was holding me back. And once I did that, I was like, man, this business stuff isn't that hard. I mean, it's still hard, but it's not as hard as we make it out to be in our head. Top traffic sources to your Skool group are supposed to be YouTube and Skool Discovery. Are supposed to be. Yeah. I would say my Facebook ads do better than Skool Discovery right now. My Facebook ads do really, really well. They're lagging a little bit. And then, so if I had to rank them, go in the order, it would be YouTube, my email list, because my email list is large, but the email list is built from YouTube. So they're kind of one and the same. And then Skool, and then Facebook ads. Schoolers has passed Facebook ads. First, it was YouTube, then Facebook ads. I had an ad campaign that was doing really, 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 really well. That's not doing so well anymore. So I turned it off and I have to do new ads. Largely that's because, number one, I think that the price has gone up, right? So I raised it from 5 to 9 to 17, just on average based on the Skool news. Yeah, and pretty soon they're going to you keep up with the Skool news. I don't. Thank you. Pretty soon they're going to be telling you exactly where the traffic comes from individually for each person, which is going to be pretty awesome. I'm excited about that. All right, what was I talking about? No, Mindset School. How I built it out. So there was nothing in here, right? I just had a very ugly image. I had some text here on the about page. It was very minimal, but it was just, hey, help me build this together, right? Like, we're going to do this as a team. You guys are going to have a say in it. You're going to participate. You're going to be a part of it. And people appreciated that. And they also appreciated the fact that I didn't overthink it. And who am I to overthink this when I'm opening up a community that addresses overthinking and procrastination and all the things, right? And all the mental roadblocks. So I had to not let that stop me. And I still operate that way today. Like I didn't really, when I was this morning, when I woke up, I said, you know what? I want to get to 300 members. I'll just walk you through my thought process. I want to get to 300 members. It's stalled right now a little bit with new signups, and I'm just going to push harder for it. So I'm going to do a free trial until I get to 300. I'm going to tell my members about it. I'm going to send an email to my list, and I'm going to go live on YouTube. Like this is, and now we're here. That's literally what happened. I didn't sit here thinking about all the stuff I was going to say and have this perfect plan and drag it out. Like I just went live and did it. And that's the way I've been operating, and it works for me. Like I have a lot of stuff in my business and in my funnel that is broken and doesn't work properly. I wouldn't say broken, but just isn't working properly or isn't necessary. I have a lot of things that I could be doing, but this is way more important. And in spite of the stuff that isn't working really well, I'm still getting members to the group because I'm doing like the blocking and the tackling, the basics, which is I'm posting inside of Schoolers. I'm hitting my email list. I'm still making my YouTube videos, and I'm trying to be as engaged as possible in my group. And it shows because I have all these activities. Like I have hundreds. Like I'm shooting for 400 a day is going to be my new minimum standard. I'm at 233 today, and by being on here live, I'm not getting a lot of activity, but this is a high ROI thing for me. Like just being on here live, I got a new member, a new free trial. Like to me that's worth it. And so that's how I played it out. I just said this is what I'm going to do, and I'm not going to overthink it, and I'm just going to do it, and I just hit the on button. And I know it's not going to be perfect. I can't make it perfect. I have no idea what people are going to say or do or think about me, but I have to do what I feel is the right move. All right, so let's go back to, I just want to make sure I don't have any questions. Okay, good. Who's in here? Who's in here and who's not speaking up? Let's check on everyone. So if you're in here and you're not in Mindset School, because a lot of you are, 7-day free trial. So go grab the link. It's pinned. 7-day trial. I will do a one-to-one call with you during the trial. Like no joke, I will do it. And if you do a free trial as an annual member, then when you're an annual member, you get to come to the live calls that we have next week. I mean, it's kind of I hate to sound cliche. It's kind of a no-brainer. Janine was in here. Janine, are you in here? Hello. Janine's in here. Hi. You got your YouTube video up yet? Hey, look at this guy. He copied my post. Build your audience first, then sell something. See, look at that. I thought I came up with that idea. So this would be a post that I would actually go and comment on, right? Now, I would just probably say something like, "Hey, great idea. You know, it took me a long time to figure this out," and that was one of the recent posts that I had made, which was to build your audience first and then make the product second, which is exactly what I teach inside of Mindset School. And if I go back to this group here this demo group that I put together, JP is here. Yes, yes, yes. Everyone's in here. I love it. All my favorite people are in here. So what I would be doing with a free group skill to business formula, which is my lead magnet. Most of you have, it's always in all of my videos. This helps you pick your best business idea in under 15 minutes with 5 simple prompts and a 15-minute walkthrough video. It works really, really well. Lots of people download it. I could start an entire Skool community. Actually, I have started a Skool community around this concept. And instead of having the lead magnet, this is one way to think about this. Instead of having the lead magnet somewhere else and running through a funnel, I could literally just have everyone go right here, and this would be the page. Like, get your skill to business formula, and I might put something else in there. Like maybe I probably wouldn't do calls in this group, but I might give I might add another course in there or another training, and I would just be active in the group posting, and then I would lead them either to, if I were going to do this, I would lead them to Mindset School or the mastermind potentially, or I would just have something paid inside, right? Because my current flow is the lead magnet, which is the skill to business formula. And then the next phase of that is, all right, I've unlocked one problem, but now they have more problems because now they don't know what to do next. Okay, I have the business idea. Now what do I do? And as I've been working through this and thinking about this, the next problem is really their overthinking and their analysis paralysis part. Even though they think they want the steps, like they're going to say, hey, I want to know what the next steps are so I can launch this thing. That's not what they need. It is what they want, and that's why people buy the next step. But I could put that step in here, and then I could also say what you really should look at, because so many other people have had success because they've gone through Mindset School, is to look at Mindset School. And that's the route that I'm looking at going, is eliminating the next step, which is I have something that's called the Skill to Business Accelerator, which is the next 7 steps to launch said business. And I could put that in the classroom here and sell that. So I could just go right here. I've got Martha's coaching program. I was doing a demo with somebody. So if I go in here and I say Skill to Business Accelerator, your next 7 steps. I could do buy now for $17. I would put a cover in here and I would add it. And now in the classroom, that's what it looks like. And inside of the classroom, I could just have the 7 steps. Okay, and I would just duplicate this multiple times to get to the 7 steps. So I could just go edit this, click welcome. So I would do a quick welcome video, which I already have. I could literally publish it over from where it sits now. And then this one would be 1, nail your idea, which would be a more in-depth training on your idea. I could do /offer. I actually have an offer training one. So idea first, I save that. These are all in draft. And then I would just put the video in here. So I click this button, video, drag the video in there, it'll upload, and you do this for the entire thing. And then I would always, at the end, I would say your next step is this. Like your next step would be to Mindset School. Make sure there's no questions here. You guys are here. All right. Something that you also can do, and you have to be careful with this, but with a free group, it's super effective. If you have a free group and you also have a paid group, or you're thinking about a paid group, or you're thinking about doing some type of a workshop or something that's paid, you could go into the calendar. All right. And I think, Jeff, this is something you could think about too with your free group. I'm just going to create my own event here. So I could just say live workshop, and then I could do it as a Skool call. So let's put a day and time. So we're going to do this Tuesday at 12 o'clock. Duration, you're going to do it for 2 hours. You could do a Skool call, you could do a Zoom call, whatever, right? And then just lie. You just give it a description, right? I'm not going to spend a ton of time here. You can put a cover image here. Now, here's the cool part. Who can attend this event? All members, members in a course. So members in my paid skill to business accelerator. So then you add that in. You want to remind them via email. Now they'll see this call. They'll click on here and it'll say, "Hey, you got to be in." It won't show here because I'm the owner, but it'll say you got to buy this, and it'll link back to the course that I just created in the classroom. So you're showing the call in the calendar, and the members will go into the calendar and look at it, and they'll see that to get this call, they have to go to the paid course. I've done this exact thing with Mindset School. And I can tell you that people have upgraded to annual to get here. So if I go to the classroom, I have these the calendar. I have these live calls here for the school group, the school course that I'm building. And this is the link, but if you are not a annual member or if you don't have access to this course, it's going to direct you back here to the classroom, which is the Build Your School course right here. And you're going to have to unlock this by upgrading to annual. That's exactly how we do it. All right. And I've got, as you can see here, this course is live, but it's not done. I've done the first 4 lessons, and I've scheduled 4 live calls. So 2 have already occurred. I'm scheduling 2 more next week, and then I'm going to do these lessons next week. I'll probably do these 2 based on the feedback, and then I'll continue to do calls, lessons, and then it'll be done. This way, you're not under the gun to complete all these lessons. And if during these calls, if somebody says something, I can always go back and add that to one of the new lessons. So I'm doing that intentionally because we don't want to build an entire course and then have to go redo the whole thing because you missed something or nobody. I do a lot of validating ahead of time. Okay, no questions. You guys are awfully quiet. Anything that you would like to see that I'm not showing you? We talked about lead generation strategies, just using the Skool platform itself and other Skool communities. You can join other Skool communities that are free, even paid ones, and you can talk about what you're doing. A lot of people do that. It's not something that I do because I don't want to be in other groups. I just want to use the Skoolers platform and then focus on my YouTube channel and my email list and my groups themselves, my communities. I spend a lot of time inside of both Mindset Skool and the Mastermind. And that's really all I do. I don't do anything. I don't really do much else other than, watch the Cubs. Here. Okay, so you guys have everything kind of figured out here in terms of what your about page should look like. Again, you're going to make it better than this, but this is, if you look at, let's take a look here. If you look at Discover Communities, I got this idea from a few people. So if you look at, and I always encourage you to look at the big groups just to see how they do things and how simple it is. Like Evelyn is one of the bigger community owners on Skool, and I get a lot of advice from her, but it's very simple. It's just a picture of her, and she's made a nice cover image, and it's congruent. It's both. And she used to have walkthrough videos. She doesn't have a lot on here now because she doesn't need to, because she's her. But she still has a good about page. People just join her groups. But if you go to Evelyn's profile, here's something that I found to be pretty genius. She's got 8 groups, and this one right here is a free community, which I mean, she's just smart. She's just smart. I'll give it to you here in a second. But she has a lot of groups where you just pay a one-time fee. She's got the ChatGPT ads course where she teaches you one thing, and it was $27 to join. I remember when this was like $7 to join. So Evelyn, you can learn a lot from her. And I don't really promote a lot of other school group owners on here, but she's really, really good at what she does. She has a free group, and she built the classroom out with all of her YouTube videos. Like it's just brilliant. It really is. So she drives everybody back to her YouTube channel. She was showing it the other day on her YouTube channel. And I was like, man, why didn't I think of that? Why didn't I think of that? As you were talking about this, you should mention the class and the prompts you provide to the group. The class and the prompts you provide to the group. Hell no. Who said hell no? Jason, I'm losing. I'm getting old, man. What do you mean by that? The class and the prompts you provide. Are you talking about for Mindset School? Oh yeah, Jason just reminded me to join Mindset School. 7-day free trial. Why wouldn't you take advantage of a 7-day free trial? You're sitting here watching. Do you want me to help you with a business? I mean, I'll help you. All right, so let's go back to Evelyn's group and her profile. She's got a bunch of different groups, so just you can get, there's all different. So her paid group is 99, I think. I used to be in it. I got everything I wanted out of it. I'm out of it. She's got, this is the ChatGPT ads course. It's just a course that she's selling as a school group for $27 one time. The role model lab, $7 per month. She's got a whole bunch of different things here. Experience worker base camp. I don't know how she does all this. She's got a team, but largely she does a lot of this on her own. Here's where so that one, and then if you look at like the pickleball guy, it's just a picture of him. So think photo of you. I mean, almost every single group on the front page is a photo of the person. Almost every one of them. This one, valuable books, insights. Here's one, top 30 is the valuable books plus invaluable people. So get inspiration from these different communities. I'm going to go to Maker School. I spelled it wrong. Calligraphy School is always up there. These two are awesome. They're always up there. So this is where I got the idea from, was Nick. So Maker School, he literally just said, take a picture of yourself and put some text on the screen and you're done. Like that's all he's got. He's got all these testimonials, which are huge. That's all he has. Doesn't do a walkthrough of the, and he drives traffic from YouTube. He's got a big YouTube channel. And by the way, if you read this, his offer is just lights out, just lights out. And everyone gets Maker School for free. And if you're in this, which is kind of psychological, like what's that? Then you got to click on it. And you got another group that he's charging. This is a lot of money. I don't know. It used to have the number on here, but now it's not. He's got it. So this means that this is a wait list. So this is how you create a wait list for your group, which is something that Evelyn teaches the ChatGPT. Sorry. Thanks, Jason. I appreciate it. Yes, my ChatGPT prompts are awesome. Damn it. Was I not sharing that whole time? Come on. Okay, we're back to Maker School here. So Nick does this where he just creates an image of himself in Canva and then he puts the text on the screen. So this is how you do this paid group, but you can't, it doesn't say join for a price. This is a wait list. So this is a strategy from Evelyn that I learned where your group's just not always open all the time and it creates a wait list. So if I click join the group, he's like, it's currently $368 per month. So you got to answer questions. And Evelyn's group is like that too, where you join the wait list, you give the email address, they start having conversations with you, and then they say, okay, it's open now, and then you join the group, right? And sometimes she combines a 7-day free trial with that. So it kind of creates that sense of FOMO and urgency because it's not open all the time. Like you got to wait to get in. And that can work really, really well if you have a paid group. Something to test. You don't always have to be open all the time, right? There's psychology behind that. So he's adopting that strategy where it's not always open. And then obviously then you go back to his main group. This is probably an affiliate link, but if you go back to his main group, Maker School, he doesn't even have it on there. He's not even showing it. So which you can do. You go back to his main group. He's $184 per month, and he does this price upping soon. And he's got a great guarantee. 90 days, you get your money back. So he takes the risk off the table by saying you'll get your money back. And I don't think anyone's asked him for his money back. listening to a video from him. So get inspiration from some of the really, really top Skool communities, and you'll see that they're really not doing anything spectacular in terms of their pages. Like this pickleball guy, the video's pretty good. He also doesn't have it first. He's got it here. Like he's got this first. I mean, the road, this must mean something, the road to 2.5, 4.5. I have no idea what that means, but that's something that is appealing to people. Automation Society, 155,000 members. It's free. Walkthrough videos. He's doing a walkthrough video. This works really well. I used to have these, so they just walk through the community with a Loom video. That's it. It's only 28 seconds long. And then I don't know what this is about. He won the Skool games. You would want to have that if you did. And I don't know where he's getting his traffic from, but then this is something that I'm seeing a lot, which is for a deeper learning experience. They pin the other community in here. This is the paid group, $94 per month. And he's doing the same kind of thing here. So he's got a large group on both ends. This guy's probably doing very well. Yes, he's GEM, top 0.5% earner on Skool and community builder. So you can just get inspiration from what some of these folks are doing. Not all of us are shooting for, 400,000 a month, which is what one of the guys did. But I would just encourage you to go through your niche, right? If you're in the health or spirituality, self-improvement, which I wish going back, I would have had Mindset Skool go through that. But this is a great way to just look for inspiration and see what people are doing. And try to emulate that, and don't look at this and be like, oh, there's somebody that already does this, or there's somebody that already, yeah, there is. There are people that already do that. But it's not hard to beat people. I've learned a lot from being in Brian's mastermind group. I've learned a lot from you. Thank you for saying that. I really have. What ends up happening here, I'll stop sharing my screen here for a minute because this is really, really important. And I think mostly everybody in here knows me or is a member of one of the groups, is when you guys come in to the group and you tell me your stories and you share your experiences with me or your current situation, like I just go back and I remember to how I used to feel. Like I can connect with a lot of you. Like, oh yeah, I remember that feeling, like that feeling of urgency. It's like this time it's got to work, or just some of the stuff that you say. And it really lights a fire up under me as well to see you guys doing well and to take all this action when you're really more up against it than I am, because you're still in a 9 to 5 and you've got some challenges to work through. Not that I'm not without challenges, but it makes me, number one, appreciate more of where I am versus where I was. I know that there will be challenges in front of me. There are every single day. But going back to that and just remembering, man, I remember how that used to be. And I got to keep showing up for them and make sure that none of them pass me too. I'm just kidding. But no, just you guys keep me going and make me want to go harder, this is a difficult topic to talk about because it's real for a lot of people. But one of the things that I hear about often, I'm just closing some of my windows here so that I have like 50 open, and that makes me crazy. But one of the things that I talk about a lot, or that we talk about a lot, or again, it's and I'm not going to discount this, but is this term burnout. This feeling of burnout, or saying like, I'm burned out, I'm so burned out. And I don't doubt that you might feel that way or that you are. When I look at that word, when I really think about burnout, I think a lot of it is self-inflicted. I really do, because I get the question asked a lot, which is, how do you do all this? Like every time that I get on calls with people, I say, how do you do all these calls? And I just say the same thing. And I'm like, I don't do anything else. And I didn't always get to say that. I don't do anything else, because I was doing other stuff, and I was I was saying yes to a lot of things because I felt like I was missing opportunities, or I felt like I had to. And if I don't say yes to this, then I'm going to miss an opportunity to make money. Meanwhile, this thing over here that I'm ignoring because I said yes to that is suffering, which is why I always talk to people. I talked to someone last night who had a way to make money, and he was looking at 3 or 4 different things. And I said, why are you doing that? Why this makes you money? Like, why wouldn't you just do this? And then they said they usually agree unless they just don't. But one of the reasons was, well, this, or this may happen. I'm like, well, has it happened yet? No, it hasn't. Well, then why are you worried about something that hasn't happened yet? Worry about it then. Worry about it when it happens. If you have a proven way to make money, if somebody's paid you to do something, think about how that happened. Think about how that happened, and then just do a heck of a lot more with it. Hey, I don't even know what that is, but that's awesome. 3 dentists. I hope they're paying you. Are they going to pay you in you know what? Are they going to give you a bunch of dental floss, or are they going to give you the goods? You know I'm kidding with you, man. Good luck. Thanks for coming by. But no, seriously, on the topic of burnout, I realize that it's something that's talked about a lot, and I don't ever feel that way. And I work a lot. Like I'm doing this all out. Like I'm really emptying the tank every single day, and I don't feel burned out. I think I don't feel burned out because, number one, I'm doing something that I really enjoy, and I've got really, really good at saying no to things. I've just limited the distractions. If I had to point to 2 different things, it would be I'm doing something that I really enjoy doing. I'm around people that I really like, and I'm saying no to the distractions, which is really, I think, what causes the burnout, or at least that feeling of burnout. It's just doing too many things, like trying to spin too many of the plates. And then, yeah, you would feel that way. And I actually, when I was still doing real estate, when I was doing the real estate business, I was also, so I was doing my 9 to 5 job. I had the real estate business going. I was doing some light sales for them while I was in my 9 to 5. And then I left my 9 to 5, and then I just added. So I was doing the real estate. I was doing sales for them. Then they wanted me to run the sales team. Then I was coaching for them. So I was actually running the mastermind calls, and I was coaching students. It was just getting crazy. And then I started a podcast, and I started my coaching business. So I had like 6 different things going on at the same time. And no wonder the whole thing blew up in my face. And it was largely just a lot of ego and me feeling like, okay, I can just keep saying yes to all this stuff and I'll make more money. And I did for a little bit. And then I didn't, because you can't do 5 different things at the same time and have them all work. And I was really following the lead of the owner, or of the owners, I should say. And it got to them too, actually. I mean, and they started to reduce stuff as well. I can't really get too deep into that, but that was what I learned. So I said, okay, now if I do this business again, like, and I remember listening to I think it might've been Hormozy, but he says, one of the things that, when I realize I don't want to be in something, when I don't want to be a business, I want to exit as fast as possible. I'm like, that makes perfect sense. So I just went all out, exiting the real estate business, selling everything off. And when that happened, like, I had all this mental bandwidth that just opened up, and I had I didn't feel burned out anymore, because I that led to burnout. I felt terrible. I was not in a good spot. And I knew that I had to get away from that. And I did get away from that. And then I said, okay, if when I rebuild this, I'm going to do it much differently. And I'm not going to say yes just to everything. And I don't. I get asked to do stuff all the time. New opportunities come my way, and they're great opportunities. I just don't do them because I know what it leads to. I know what it leads to. And it's been one of the better decisions that I've made in my life. And might I miss out on financial opportunities? Yeah. And that's okay. because the alternative of feeling the way that I felt that's not a trade that I want to make ever. I don't care how much money is involved. I really don't. I'm not getting any younger, and I care about my health, and I want to be around, and I want to be here with my family, and I want to meet people. I want to be with the people that I care about. And this is much more satisfying than running around like a chicken with my head cut off and just being super known and visible all the time. You know what I mean? So I hope that helps with the burnout piece, because it's a very sensitive and talked about topic. And I look at it like as one of those labels where you feel like, oh yeah, I've got that syndrome or that disease too, or that label. It's like maybe a lot of burnout can be self-inflicted. Like, sure, we all have crappy bosses, and we got life coming at us, and we got, people in our lives that we probably don't want. Maybe, I don't know. But I think a lot of it is self-inflicted. One of the biggest takeaways I had yesterday, and then I'm gonna end the live here because you guys are quiet and it's 1 o'clock, and I normally like to check out early on Fridays, was the post that I made was about the fear of judgment, being afraid of what other people think. So, example, I won't post a YouTube video because I'm afraid of what people might say. I'm not going to start the business because I'm afraid of what people might think, fear of judgment. Like, I care what people think. And I was reading all the comments in that thread, and they were very enlightening. And some people were saying, like, that's just you being self-centered. That's your ego talking. I was like, that makes total sense. Total sense. Like, you caring about what other people think is you being egotistical, and you caring more about you than them. Like, that's why I always say nobody cares about you. You really don't care about the other people. You care about you. It's selfish. It's egotistical. It's self-centered. So when you say that, like, I'm afraid of being judged. I don't want people to say bad things about me. It's like, you're being selfish. You don't really care about them. Like, you don't care about how they feel, do you? If you think about that logically, and I had never looked at it from that angle, I just said seriously, nobody cares about you. They're worried about themselves. And I have proof over and over again that this exists, because every time I go out there and screw up on social media, nobody gives a crap. Nobody, right? And the people who do, the people who see something and they tell me something terrible, like, they forget about me so fast. So fast. I'm the one who doesn't forget, right? Because I'm more consumed with what's going on in my own world than I am with the person, right? The person's just the trigger, and they make me remember that I have a big ego, which is why my favorite post-it note is, I am responsible for keeping my ego in check. And it's the one that I just grabbed right here. I'm responsible for keeping my ego in check. So I hope that maybe enlightened you a little bit. It did for me when I made that post and people started saying that. I'm like, oh yeah, it is. 7-day trial, 7-day free trial to Mindset School, guys. What are you waiting for? If you're already in Mindset School, then you are forgiven. I ain't mad at you. And I love that you're in Mindset School, and a lot of you are in the mastermind, which is just awesome. And I appreciate all of you. I've been on here for an hour and 15 minutes. I love doing this stuff. And we're on our way to 300. We're on our way to 300, and we're also on our way to the top 30 in the discovery category for Mindset School, under the money category, which we've gone up about 250 points in the rankings in the last week, which has been pretty tremendous. And that's just from all the activity. That's from the activity from all the members. That's from the activity from me. It's really tremendous. Mindset School is amazing. Thank you, and I know who you are. You're amazing. Good. Okay. I meant to go live this time, so it actually worked. This will be up on the channel. Oh, for all of my Mindset School folks, remember that you are all affiliates. You're all affiliates. So grab your Mindset School link and tell your friends, and you get 40% recurring, monthly recurring, or for the annual recurring. This is two things to do. So I'll leave you with this. Number one, and I put this in the video inside of Mindset School, but I'm just going to drive this point home again. This is really important, and I always want to show you guys where to find the links here. Let me share, and then I'm going to leave. So when you're in the Schoolers group, you have invite people right here. So if I click this link, my school link joins up or comes up, and I copy that and I send it to people like, hey, I started a Skool community. I really like it. It's a great way to meet people. It's a great way to, launch your business, and you don't need all these fancy funnels. And like, just think about the people that you know that might have thought about this. And maybe they want to start like a hobby-based group or something. Like tell them about the $9 plan, 14-day free trial. Like, why wouldn't you do it? Just give them the link, send it to your email list, put it on your YouTube videos, just tell people about it. And I have a bunch of people that have signed up using my affiliate link. I won't show it because it shows names. Do that. And then the second piece is, if you're in Mindset School, I'm going to stop here. So the same thing would be true for Mindset School. I'm at 40% for you guys. And by the way, I'm thinking about doing a contest on this. For next month. I just got to figure out how to track it. So instead of saying settings here, it will say invite people. That's also your invite link. And then just send it to people. Be like, hey, Mindset School is working out really well for me. I think you should check it out. Brian's got a 7-day free trial. Hint, hint. Again, it's probably like the 50th time I've said it. And go look. You'll get a one-to-one call with him. And then if they stay, you get paid. And that adds up. So depending on where you are and what we pay, you need like 3 or 4 affiliate members, and your membership is covered. The same would go for I wouldn't say the same goes for the mastermind too. Actually, let me think about that. Let me think about the mastermind. If you're in the mastermind, you would need 5 members to cover your membership. No, actually you wouldn't. You would need, depending on what level you're at, because right now you get $600. I pay $600 for the current rate. So if you're at that, you need 3 people to cover your mastermind membership. So if you know people that would benefit from the group and you think they'd be a good fit, we've had one person do that. And right, like the first day she joined, referred somebody. So it's just an easy way to do it. Just tell people. And then you want to do the same for your groups too. Get the affiliates going. And you can also set up affiliates. If your group is free, I keep saying, show you the last thing. I'm going to show you this. Here, for real, this is the last thing. If your group is free, like the Skill to Business formula, and you go inside the classroom, I built this Skill to Business accelerator. You can turn on affiliate commission. So if anyone goes in here and buys this course, they get inside the group, then your affiliate would get a commission based on whatever you set the group up at, which would be, you do that here, pricing or affiliates off, but you could set it up to 40. I have to upgrade. All right. I'm glad that I looked at that. So you cannot do affiliates with the $9 plan. I just learned that. Bummer. But that would be a good reason if you had paid stuff inside. Think about that down the road. You can't do affiliates. I just learned something. Good. I'm glad I did that. So now you know. But with a free group, on the $99 plan and with the free group, you could still set up affiliates. And you could just do it manually too. Like that's just a way to do it automated so that you don't have to mess with any of the technical stuff. All right. So I hope you guys got something out of this. 90 minutes. I'm going to get off, and I'm going to just make sure that nobody took my top spot on the leaderboard. Yes, I'm very vain. I know. I want to win. Can't help it. Because when I win, you guys win, right? Okay. Thanks, everyone.